for pheasants anyway, I preferred 20 gauges, and before that it was a 16 gauge. But 3-inch 20 gauges take 30, 35 roosters every year for me, wild roosters. There's finally a gun that fits right and does just about everything right as far as I'm concerned, and that's this Fabarm L4S. They've not worked on the hunting market in the USA, but until now, until just recently. But the more I shoot this thing, the more I like it, based on trigger quality, based on looks. It weighs 6 3/4 pounds, which at the end of the day, compared to an 8-pound A5 or an 1100 or even a steel receiver B80 is about 8 1/4 pounds, and you get tired of lugging those. The factory recoil pad that they give you is a little dinky thing, hard diameter, 12 millimeter, so you can see how soft this is, and it's more generous. This is 22 millimeters, 25.4 millimeters being an inch, so a little less than an inch, about 15/16. That makes a world of difference with heavier loads. As far as cycling ability, well, we're going to try some Federal 1-ounce loads. You can shoot 1-ounce loads with absolutely no problem, which a lot of people do. Good quality 1-ounce loads. You have a lot of fun at skeet and sporting clays. Some people like the faster 1-ounce loads for whatever reason, 1290, 1300 foot per second. For feet to ask, and that's just what they shoot all the time, is what they're used to. But 1200 foot per second, 1-ounce loads, no problem with this gun. It hammers them, and this is with the Exus number 5 hyperbolic choke. It's about a 25 thousandths constriction. One thing you might want to get used to with the L4S is the shell elevator release. A lot of times you have a button in the center, like on Berettas. Here it's on the side. So the easiest way to get to it is really with your right hand and just push. So if you want the bolt to stay open, push on the shell elevator release right here. Easy enough to do. A little clumsy if you go from this side, not necessary. Just push with your forefinger and then the bolt will stay open. We'll run a few more just for the heck of it, since I'm having a good time with 1-ounce loads, and then I'll shoot some gold medal 1 1/8 ounce. I like the trigger, I like the build quality, I like the tightness of the gun. The barrel doesn't move, a very long barrel extension. The forearm doesn't rattle. It's just got that nice solid feel that you don't get with a lot of autoloader these days. There's no flex, there's no pogo stick bouncing around that's rubbing against your face. It's got a nice solid feel. But of course, don't take my word for it. Shoot one for yourself, because different people like different things, obviously. But once you shoot one of these babies, I think you've got your all-around dove pheasant gun. And sporting clays. This is a 26-inch. There are guys at Kohl's in Maine and Florida. They're already buying up 28-inch L4S's and just shooting sporting clays with them in skeet. So, all personal preference, but like I said, different people like different things. But put it on your short list and pull the trigger yourself, and then you'll know what I'm talking about. Certainly for casual trap like this with a wheelie bird, you've got 50 birds, so you can load it twice and burn through 4 boxes of ammo like nothing. But so you get a lot more shooting that way than you would waiting on the skeet field. But you can certainly go through a round of sporting clays, skeet, trap, whatever, with 1 1/8 loads, and you're not going to have any problem as long as the gun fits you, as long as it's not bashing your face or something like that. And you also have shims, so the stock is adjustable. Obviously you can't change the pistol grip or the reach from the pistol grip to the trigger, but it's adjustable for drop and cast. And the entire gas array is underneath the forearm, very, very easy to clean. It's all right here, so there's no reason to take off the buttstock. You don't have a magazine tube, you don't have a spring here to replace. It's hard to monitor oil or a magazine tube that can crack. So anyway, like I said, don't take my word for it. Pull the trigger, decide for yourself. 1 3/8, 1,300 foot per second Winchester Super Pheasant loads. Obviously nothing you'd use for clays, number 5 shot, but it's always fun to see how well a gun scales with recoil. Well, you can see number 5 shot really hammers clays, but obviously there is more recoil. But if you're talking about wild pheasants, 2 roosters a day with your hunting gear on, it's not abusive at all. And I don't use loads quite this heavy. Normally 1 1/4 ounce, particularly the Winchester Rooster XR loads are really, really good. And those are 1 1/4 ounce loads that, with this gun and a modified choke, will give you 85% patterns at 40 yards, which to me is pretty amazing with that light of constriction. So, have fun. Don't take my word for it, just check it out yourself.